Next topic is area of major segment. So if this is triangle having center if this is circle having center O and OA and OB is radius, and this arc AB is making an angle theta degree at center which is central angle. Now we have to calculate area of major segment. This chord AB and this major arc ACB is making this portion ACA BCA. This portion is known as major segment. So in order to calculate the area of major segment, simply calculate area of this circle and subtract this area. That means area of this minor segment. Then you will find area of this portion is area of major segment. So it is simple to calculate. Then area of major segment equals to area of circle minus area of minor segment. Area of circle equals to pi r square minus area of minor segment, just you have calculated. Area of minor segment equals to pi r square theta upon 360 degree minus half r square sin theta. So pi r square theta upon 360 degree minus half r square sin theta. So by using this formula you can calculate area of major segment. But my suggestion is not to remember this major segment formula, because if you have remember this formula, that is area of minor segment, then you can easily calculate the area of major segment. And how will you calculate the area of major segment? So simply subtract this minor segment area in circle of area, then you will obtain area of major segment. Because this formula is not easy to remember, so by using your basic concept you can find out area of major segment. Next topic is touching circles. If you consider two circles, this is circle C1 having center O and radius capital R, and next circle is C2 having center O dash and this is radius small r. Now we have to calculate the distance between center of these two circles. Condition is what? These two circles are touching externally. So then case first, when circles are touching externally. Here I am considering two circles. So this is circle C1 having radius capital R and this is circle C2 having radius small r. Now we have to calculate the distance between centers of these two circles. This is distance between center of these two circles. Suppose this is L and this is M. This is L and this is M. So Lm is sum of this Lm equals to sum of this radius. Suppose this point where these two circles are touching is point P. So Lm equals to O dash P add up PO. Here Lm equals to, you can also write this as O dash O. This is distance between these two centers of these two circles, and this O dash O equals to O dash P. This O dash P is a small r, add up PO is capital R. So simply, if you have to find out the distance between centers of two circles which is touching externally, then simply add radius of these two circles. Then you will get distance between center of these two circles. So distance between center of two circles touching externally, which is equal to, when these two circles are touching externally, then this distance is capital R add up small r, or small r add up capital R. So simply add radius of these two circles, you will get distance between centers of two touching circles which is touching externally. Case second, when circles are touching internally. Here there are two circles. This is circle C1 having center O, and this is circle C2 having center O dash. Now we have to calculate the distance between center of these two circles. So this distance is O dash O. O dash O is distance between center of these two circles when these two circles are touching internally. Suppose radius of this circle C1 is capital R and radius of this circle C2 is a small r. Now you have to calculate distance between center of these two circles. So in order to calculate distance between these two circles, simply this is radius capital R, this portion, let this point is P. So O dash O, this length equals to this total length minus this length. So O dash equals to this length PO minus this length PO dash. Simply calculate this total length minus this length, it will give you O dash O. So this total length is PO, this is PO dash, and if you will subtract these two terms, then you will get O dash O. So here PO is radius of this circle C1, so this is capital R, and PO dash is radius of this circle C2, so small r. So O dash O equals to radius of outer circle minus radius of inner circle. So distance between centers of these two circles when these two circles are touching internally, simply subtract radius of bigger circle and radius of a smaller circle. So this is radius of circle C1 and this is radius of circle C2. This small r is radius of circle C2 and this capital R is radius of circle C1. So this is distance between center of two circles, that is O dash O, and condition is what? This is case second, when two circles are touching internally. This is the case to calculate the distance between center of two circles when the two circles are touching internally. Now next topic is rotating circle. Let us consider this is a circle having center O and radius small r. Simply this circle is rotating and this center is not fixed. This center point is not fixed. This circle is, or a circular disc is simply rotating in forward direction. This is moving in forward direction. Now in order to calculate the distance covered by this circle in one complete rotation, so suppose this point is A and this circle starts moving and complete one revolution. After completing one rotation, what is the distance covered by this circle in one rotation? Suppose if this point is here and this circle starts to move, and after some time further this point comes to this point. So what is the distance? Suppose this point is A. Now after completing one revolution, so after completing one revolution, what is the distance covered by this circle? So in order to check whether how much distance, how long distance will it cover in one rotation, simply I am just opening this circle at this point. Just for imagination, I am opening this circle at point A. Now if you will open this circle then and make it a straight line, then this was the initial position A and this is final position of point A. This is initial position of point A, and after completing one revolution, this is final position of point A. So this much of distance is covered by this circle in one rotation, and this distance is nothing but circumference of this circle. So in one complete rotation, a circle will complete distance which is equal to the circumference of its circle. So distance covered by circle in one rotation equals to simply circumference equal to circumference of circle. So this is the distance covered by a circle in one complete rotation, and this is equal to the circumference of circle. This is important result and you have to remember this result. If suppose we have to find out distance covered by this rotating circle having radius small r in two complete rotation. So in two complete rotation, you will simply multiply this by 2. So distance covered by circle in one rotation, which is equal to circumference of circle, then distance covered by circle in two rotation equals to 2 into circumference of circle. In 3 rotation, 3 into circumference of circle. In 4 complete rotation, 4 into circumference of circle. If circle is making, suppose, n number of rotations, complete rotations, then what will be the distance covered by circle in n rotation? So distance covered by circle in n complete rotation, where n is what? 1 2 3 4 dot dot dot, that is number of rotations. N equals to number of rotations. So distance covered by circle in n complete rotation equals to n multiplied by circumference of circle. So it will give you n into 2 pi r, where n is number of rotation and that is maybe 1 2 3 4 5, r is radius of circle. So this is about distance covered by circle in n rotation. If value of n is 1 in one rotation, simply put n equals to 1. If n equals to 2, that means 2 complete rotation, put here n equals to 2. If n equals to 10, in that means distance covered by circle in 10 rotation, 10 complete rotation, then this is simply 10 multiplied by circumference of circle. So by using this formula, you can easily calculate distance covered by circle in n complete rotation. Next topic is total number of rotations in 1 minute. It is given that this is a circle having center O and radius small r. This circle is covering distance in 1 minute. It is given that how long distance this circle is covering in 1 minute, and you have to find out total number of rotations in 1 minute. Then in order to calculate total number of rotations in 1 minute, if it is given that distance moved by circle in 1 minute, if distance is given that in 1 minute how long distance this circle is completing and radius is given. So in order to calculate total number of rotations in 1 minute, simply distance moved in 1 minute by circle divided by circumference of circle. This will give you total number of rotations that this circle will cover in 1 minute. So simply distance moved by circle in 1 minute divided by circumference of circle. If, for example, if in 1 minute this circle is covering in 1 minute, circle covered 56 meter, then calculate number of rotation made by circle in 1 minute. If radius of circle equals to 7 meter. So you have to calculate in 1 minute, you have to calculate number of rotations made by circle in 1 minute. It is given that in 1 minute circle is covering a total distance of 56 meter and radius of circle is 7 meter. So how will you solve this problem? Simply calculate circumference of circle. Circumference of circle equals to 2 pi r, 2 into pi into 7 meter. R is 7 meter. Now total number of rotations. Total number of rotations equals to, this is distance covered by circle in 1 minute and this is circumference of circle, simply 56 divided by 2 pi into 7. So 2 into pi into 7. After solving this, you will get number of revolutions made by this circle in 1 minute.